my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one?
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Carolina Panthers and the New York Jets, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New York Jets. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And Raheem Blackshear now to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The former third overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now here's Young. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And now leaving with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Hall on a give up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. They'll run with Hall. And before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Right back to Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a give, it's Hubbard going left. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Young. Incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. 3rd down here. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Young now from the 50. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Young on first down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw, Young. Under pressure, they got him again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Young working out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. They're just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big hitter to start the drive has them up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more on that one and another first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Rodgers to throw once more. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On play action, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll look to run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
To throw on second down is Young. He completes this one to Mingo. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
This is Wilson on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Here's 3rd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. Coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Young. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here we go.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Switch, yellow, opposite, green, yellow, line.
Sanders. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you go through a checklist on every play. Who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst from 3 yards out. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially they'll say it's going to go for 19.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. And again, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. Now 2nd and 9. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. On the give, this is Hubbard. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. And New York set to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Rodgers now on 1st down. Flushed out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll give to Hall. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
46-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. Rodgers again now. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are able to widen their advantage in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And now their hill to climb has gotten taller. They had the safety last time they had the football. That led to the touchdown a moment ago. So that deficit going in the wrong direction as they try to right the ship here. 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Check pink. Smith red. Check white. Blue check.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Carolina.
On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Young. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get this one down near the 20. Gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Young now. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Young to throw it. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will cut the lead down to 13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. On the return is Xavier Gibson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
And they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Oh, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard. And a pretty good burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have it first.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking and the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a play fake. Rodgers dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
26.
Here's Rodgers. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
He's a gain of 6. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Rodgers now to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Derek Brown coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up prompting them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That is caught by Thielen. Now inside the 25, and he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Young. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Now to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. Throwing, Young. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Steps away to his left. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll work down inside the 45. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. In the first half, we saw some great play from Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers. He's got 2 touchdown passes already, but he's also thrown 2 interceptions. So it was feast or famine whenever his guys had the football.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 42 on the catch and run. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. Ball want to give up the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up a third down and goal. To throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw, Young.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll give it to Hall to start the drive.
A nice little juke. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Being chased out left. He's got to hook up to Lazard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 36. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Rodgers there on target to Wilson.
gain there. This one goes for 20.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Rodgers now on first down. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Ready?
To throw, Young. And this one is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. Well, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Now Young. He's got his target. That's complete.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Ooh, the juke. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
Young. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line.
Ready?
They'll give this to Hubbard running right.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Quentin Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young.
He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And the Panthers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's meant.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now Young. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Going for it with Sanders. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of where you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
3rd down and 1.
It's 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Hall.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
117 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
So a chance to breathe easier now. First and 10 after the fourth down conversion.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On play action, now Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On second down, a run with Hall. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a magical third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 36.
A give running right is Hall.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
To throw is Rodgers. Off the play fake.
He finds Wilson.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
First and goal at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To throw on second down is Young.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. He evades the tackler, and now some space. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Young throwing complete there to Mingo. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 7.
Ready?
They'll go again with Sanders. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just floated from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
It's now 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. And right side, they're going to go option here. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. The 20 before they get to it. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Open man here is Conklin. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. On play action, Rodgers. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Throwing, Young. He's got Mingo. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
17 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
Ready?
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1 at the Jets 7-yard line.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Now Young. That is caught. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Young to throw it. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Panthers 20.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Fights him off. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked to...
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
It feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now 2nd and 5.
At the Panthers 5-yard line.
Hall on a give up the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall from a yard out. And the Jets have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though,
They were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
And the Panthers first down.
To throw, Young. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Panthers.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 2nd down, Young. Connecting here with Chark on the out route. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Oh, that is incomplete.
The effort hasn't lasted one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
One last shot for Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while.